what's up? What's up to my brothers and sisters from around the world? Thank God it is Monday. B, how you feeling over there? How was your weekend?
Thank
Thank
God it's
it's
Monday.
Monday.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
love it.
love it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no.
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm feeling good. I don't know if you saw what I put in the group chat, but
Always young people.
this weekend I had the honor of meeting some of the students that are in the summer program with us at ATL 4 this weekend. So shout out to all of the kids that I met this weekend. I remember y'all, we locked in now. B, are you jealous over there that you haven't had the chance to meet them in person yet?
I kind of am. I'm a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, how was it? How was the experience? Talk
It
us.
was it was amazing. Let me tell you, some of the kids that were coming up, we was taking pictures. They was asking about winter. That's how you know they care about winter and buddy. They were literally asking about winter. The parents were saying thank you to the coaches. They love it. Yeah, the students were saying this is better than regular school. So,
Let's
but shout
go.
out to all of the educators out there. But the students, they were saying they're enjoying it and they're actually learning stuff. So I love it.
I
They
love.
said they like us, B. They said that we bring the energy in the morning.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Mhm.
That's what we're here for. I was thinking earlier today about how sometimes it's the things in life that you didn't want that are the best for you. So
Mm,
I'm sure for a lot of people, like you didn't necessarily want to spend 2 hours of your summer every day, Monday through Friday, on calls like this. Like you probably didn't necessarily want summer school, but at the same time, now that you're in it, you're like, oh, this has been a blessing. For
yeah.
me, the bodybuilding show was the exact same way, right? I wasn't super thrilled about the fact that I got third, but then over the weekend, something kind of interesting happened. I was on Instagram and I made friends with one of the other guys I was competing against. He on this past Saturday, he entered another show, won, and turned pro. Here's the thing: I beat him the weekend before.
What?
Oh, and it's funny because in the moment, I
Mm,
was like, man, like I'm upset that I didn't win and turn pro and all these other things. ET was like, that just means the competition was formidable. Like that's a good thing
yeah.
because now you've got a fire inside you that you wouldn't have had you just won your first time out. And so
That's
seeing
good.
that this weekend, seeing him win and go pro, I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Like that wasn't the outcome that I was hoping for, but now like my motivation is through the roof, which it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been had I won that very first show. So yeah, sometimes man, it's the things that you would have hoped for a different outcome. Sometimes those are blessings in disguise. You got
Mm,
to learn to perceive that and recognize that and not just write it off as, oh, I failed. No, maybe that's a necessary step for you so that
yeah.
you can then supersede everybody else who got the quick wins
Yeah.
later on. Maybe your success is going to take a little bit longer, but maybe it'll last a little bit longer
Longer.
too.
Yeah.
I always tell people, especially in the speaking industry, you'll see these guys blow up on Instagram and they'll blow up on TikTok and all of a sudden they got 300, 400, 500,000 followers and then it's like, okay, cool. Check back in 5 years. Where
Yeah.
are they then? It's a lot of people who have those quick wins and then you
Mhm.
don't see them again. And then you look at somebody like an ET who's been at the top of the industry for 2 decades now.
Yeah.
Decades. He's been at the top of the industry for longer than y'all have been alive that are
Yeah.
watching. It's
Literally, since I've
insane.
been a baby because I'm in my young 20s. So since I've been a
Right.
baby.
And so the question is like, yeah, getting success quickly is cool, but
Yeah.
getting success that lasts is
Longevity.
worth so much more. It's worth
Yeah.
so much more. And so I just had that realization with me like, oh, okay, I shouldn't even look at it as I'm competing against in bodybuilding the other guys that were at that show. In the speaking industry, I shouldn't look at it as I'm competing with these other guys that are blowing up on TikTok.
Yeah.
No, that shouldn't even be my benchmark. I want to compete with ET. I want to compete with Inky. I want to compete with Ed Milet. I want to
Yeah.
compete with the legends in the sport of bodybuilding. I want something that's going to last, and that's going to take a little bit more time. And as soon as you change your perspective about that, now you can start to look at these, you know, some people might say roadblocks or challenges or moments of adversity. You start to look at them as necessary building blocks to get to where you really want to go, not
Yeah.
just the comfort of a quick win.
Yeah. That's so good. B, you on here talking already. Like, I don't know what you got this morning, but you bringing the fire. That's so good. Like, that's so good. Literally, that's like when I was saying, like, it might not be your season for the position or the win that you were expecting, but it might be your season to learn the discipline. So you can have the discipline to have longevity in your business. So you can have the discipline to have longevity with the position. So no, that was really, really good. Shout out to you, B. I feel like we don't even need to go into video, but we about to go into video. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. I see them in the chat, B. Hold on. People saying I'm so ATL. I got to do it for my friends one time who actually know what ATL really mean. Okay. But we about to get into the video. You ready for it?
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm for ATL too now. I spend a lot of time in ATL.
Okay, I'm so ATL.
Roll the tape.
Okay.
Listen to me. Once you realize who you are, you stop operating in desperation. You stop saying yes to stuff you ain't supposed to be saying yes to. So here's my big problem with a lot of y'all is your belief system is off. Like, everybody can see how sweet you are. People are commenting on, well, you could do this and you could do that, and you the only one ain't caught up with it yet. Gee, why you always on beast mode? I'm shocked more people are on beast mode. There are people who living from check to check and they comfortable. It's the weirdest thing to me. I'm like, boo, you broke. And you broke on several levels. We're not talking about Sally Mae. You still owe your grandma. We're talking about you need to cash your grandma out. Listen to me, unless you number one in your industry, you shouldn't be chilling. And if you number one in your industry, you got enough common sense to know you better not be chilling. Every single day of my life, I feel like giving 120. Every single day. Somebody said yesterday, E.T., you gave 120. What you gonna do tomorrow? I said, I don't know. Give 140. I don't know, but I don't have days where I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me. My wife's counting on me. My son's counting on me. I don't have days to waste. There's nothing wrong with the opportunity. You're not giving 120. You're giving 70. You're giving 60. You're giving 50. And you want what these people who've given sweat, who's given blood, who's given tears, you want what they paid for, and it ain't free. You don't belong at the bottom, and it's time for you to get your butt from down there. It's time for you to stop being comfortable at the bottom. Get your butt up and get to where you're supposed to be. The Bible says he was in a pig pen and he came to himself and he went home. Get your butt up. You are a royal priesthood. Get where you belong. Do what you're supposed to do. Live like you're supposed to live. You got all the stuff. You got it all. But you will not outwork me because your height has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your face has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your two-parent background has nothing to do with my work ethic. You will not outwork me. On your jet, you will not outwork me. In your Bentley, you will not outwork me. You will not outwork me. Get up. Act like you playing basketball. Act like you playing football. Compete. That's what bothers me. Many of y'all are not competing. I need effort. Compete. Go to class. I just left for school telling these kids, act like you playing football. Go in that doggone classroom. Compete. Many of you have lost your competitive edge. Get your competitive edge back. I'm not against no other motivational speaker. I'm just competitive. Some of you are not successful because every single time you run up against a trial, every time you run up against a tribulation, you stop and you cut off beast mode. And what I'm here to tell you is, if you tell that thing, I'm here just like you here, and I promise you, I ain't leaving without the degree. I ain't leaving. I will not leave without that goal. I will not leave without that dream. I will not leave this opportunity until I get it. You don't punish yourself. Somebody said, E, you losing weight. I punish myself. I don't eat meat no more. That's a punishment. Because I remember when I was eating meat, I didn't look like this. I had to give something up to go up. What do you give up? When you don't make the 203 a day, do you not watch TV? That's your problem. You getting to watch TV and not make money and still survive. You got to hear what I'm saying. The reason why you broke is because you getting a reward and you ain't working. I'm not scared that some kid's gonna take my spot. If he does, he's gonna have to do it with sweat. He's gonna have to do it with tears. He's gonna have to do it with blood. He is going to have to get up at 2:30 in the morning. If he can get up every day at 2:30, he deserves to take my spot. Some people are taking your spot and they shouldn't take it, but because you're average, it's easy to take your spot. It's easy. It's easy to get to the place before you get there. It's easy to take that client before you get to him. It's easy. It's easy to beat you. Why? You average. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. There's nothing that can stop me because my motives are pure. And the purer your motives are, that you guarantee yourself success. When you're doing stuff for yourself, you can't guarantee it's gonna blow up. And no disrespect, but this is why I need you to get your motives have to be pure. This is why. Because what happens is for each motive, it's a different level of energy. And some of you have like big dreams, but your energy is like a AAA battery. Your battery got to be able to push that dream. And if you got a big old dream, but you got a small engine, you're not going to be able to push it. If dreams were easy, everybody would make them happen. The problem is that I watch most people, they can't get up in the morning. They ain't got no energy. I'm walking through the airport running almost. Most people that I'm with, they don't got the energy to keep up with me. I'm like, boo, ain't nothing wrong with you. You just ain't got the stamina. You just ain't got the energy. You can't smart everything. You can't outthink everything. Some stuff is just, you gotta be powerful. It's just some stuff that you gotta have stamina for. You just too slow. It just take you too long. You wake up, take you 3 weeks to do what it could take 24 hours to do. It don't make you a bad person, but you're gonna forever be average because to be great, you got to keep up. Today might not be the day, but soon it will be my day and I will recycle my pain. Say, what do you mean, E.T.? You recycle the pain. I turn homelessness into a book. I turn my father not being in my life to a book. I turned an estranged relationship with my mom into a book. I turned being homeless into a book. I turned being a high school dropout into a bestseller. And not only do they sell it in America, they sell it across the world. What will you do with your pain? Will you let it break you or will you let it redefine you? My son, my daughter, they drive me. What drives you? And this is why I'm telling you, because if a house drive you, you sweet, you gonna get one. Then what you gonna do when you finish? It's what she said. She blew this business up and now she don't want to do it no more. You know how hard it is to blow a business up? You know how many people wish they could do what she doing? But yet she finished with it. Why? Because that thing was not strong enough to drive her. The Nobel Prize, that take me forever. I picked something that would drive me for the rest of my life. You doing it because somebody else told you to do it. You want to drive a Rolls Royce because everybody else drive it. You want to live in that house because everybody else living in that house. Like you got affirmation problems. You're not doing it because you really want to do it. You're doing it because you want to be affirmed. Let me tell you something. That's a great place to start. But when you get to your root, it's a whole nother level. Take all your energy for the dream because you're going to need it. And so if the second thing I can teach you is, for every dream you have, take at least a week or 30 days and write down every single thing that it's gonna take to make it happen. And I want you to know something. After you write everything down, you still have not written everything down because you don't know what's gonna happen. And so life normally breaks you because when it hits you, you wasn't ready. But if you ready, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay ready and you stay plugged up, when you hear bad news, it don't break you because you already energized. You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You gotta touch, you have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You gotta be possessed with the dream.
That was a good one, Jada.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. You know what came to my mind was part-time or full-time? Like, which one is it? Is your dream part-time or is your dream full-time? Is your dream something that you're willing to commit to, or is your dream something that's a nice to have? Like, do you need it or is it nice to have? Because I promise you, the people in school that are getting 4.0 GPAs, that's not like a nice to have for them. That's not a, oh, yeah, it would be nice. Like, that'd be kind of cool if I had a 4.0 GPA, got into the school I wanted to get into, got set up for the career that I want to have. Like, I don't think the people that it's too hard.
Yeah.
It's too hard to be casual about it. And so the question you got to ask yourself is this a part-time dream or is this like what I am all about? You got to be honest with yourself on that. It's a hard question.
No, that's good. That's good. That's really like the other day, me and my friend, we were just having a conversation about this because I was talking about, because ET said in the video, he said, if the dreams were easy, then everybody would be doing it. And I was just telling him the other day, so many of us, we have the dream, but we don't have the discipline to match it. And I actually have a friend who's in a season right now. He's moved to a different city. Does that sound familiar? But he's moved to a different city. He's moved to a different city and he went there with nothing. No apartment, no car, no house, no friends up there. Like he went there with nothing. But now I think next month he's moving into his apartment. He has a job, he's getting a car. And he told me yesterday, he said, Jada, I wanted to quit so many times because he moved up there last year, but all of this stuff is just now coming to play now. But he kept working every day. He still got up and he kept working. And he said, Jada, I wanted to give up so many times, but it's one question that kept me motivated every day. And I was like, what is it? And he said, if you give up, what you gonna go back to? And when he said that, I said, wow. He said, I ask myself every day, if you were to give up right now, what would you go back to? He didn't even think about what he was going to have be. He literally thought about what was non-negotiable for him. How he was living was no longer non-negotiable for him. And it's like so many times we want the dream, but it's like we don't even think about what we don't want anymore. We don't want to be at the bottom anymore. We don't want to have low grades anymore. We don't want to have be the worst on the team anymore. We don't want to not have a top 10% business anymore. But it's like we don't put in the work that shows we don't want that anymore. So when he said that, that was so profound to me. You know what else I got from the video, B? I had to write this down. He said, some of you doing it because you want to be affirmed. That was good. Like some people are literally only doing it because you want validation. Like that, he said that is not going, like you said the other day. I mean, like you said about the competition, the quick win. Like you want the quick win, but you don't want the longevity. You want people to see what you're doing now, but you don't want to have the long process to have everything that you need to make you not only you straight, but everybody in your family straight. What you got, B? What you got? Because I got notes for days. I'm not gonna lie. When it came to that video, that was
a good one. That was a very good one. The other thing that came to mind for me was how do you handle it when you're not the only one that wants what you want? And this is something I've heard ET say in other videos. Like, how do you separate yourself when you are not the only one that has that same dream?
Yeah.
Like, how do you separate yourself? Because there's only, and this is controversial, right? Some people are of the, oh, it's abundance is everywhere. Everybody can be successful, but everybody can't be successful in the exact same way, right? And so if there's a position that you want, like you want to be the starting guy on the football team, if you like schools only let in so many people, like colleges only let in so many people every year. So if you want one of those spots, how do you separate yourself? Because not everybody can get it. So you got to ask yourself, okay, what are other people doing? Like even in preparation for the bodybuilding competition, I was asking myself, what are other people doing? Okay, they might be on an 800 calorie deficit. Can I do a 1,200 calorie per day deficit? That's brutal. Like that is not fun. But I knew that almost nobody would be willing to do that.
Yeah.
And it showed in the results, right? Like that's why I was able to get on the podium my first time out. And so you got to ask yourself that question. How are you going to separate yourself from everybody else who wants what you want? Your dream does not exist in a vacuum. And if you don't separate yourself, somebody else will.
That's good. That's good. That's real good. And in the video, he said something that was kind of like, I'm about to be vulnerable for a little bit. He said something that kind of like hit me because he was like, I don't leave without the goal. Like I'm not going to leave until the goal is like done. And that was literally my word for 2025 because one of my coaches, she said, what's going to be your word? I've never done like a word or a phrase for the year, but she said, if you could think of a word for your year, what would it be? And my word was literally complete. Because I said so many times I start things, but I never truly finish it because I get comfortable. Like if I started to see like a little results, I get complacent. If I start to see like a little thing starting to work out, I start to settle. But it's a quote that I love. It says, never settle because everything that settles at the bottom. So I was like, okay, no, I'm no longer settling for the bottom. I'm no longer settling for the scrubs at the bottom. Anything that I start this year, I am not finishing until I complete the goal. Like until the task is completed. Like how you said last week, you said, I don't have expectations in the situations. I have expectation in me that I'm going to finish the situation. That is literally my mindset in 2025. Because in 2024, 2023, 2022, every year before that, I never truly completed all of the things that I wanted to complete. So when he said, I don't leave until the goal is done, that has literally been me in 2025. I'm not leaving until the goal is complete. So that was really, really good.
Yeah, and I think you've got to become comfortable with the idea of being a little bit obsessed.
Yeah.
People, again, it's controversial. People talk down on that, like, oh, you shouldn't be obsessed about your goals. Okay, well, somebody who is obsessed about them is going to win. They're
Yeah.
going to beat you, right? And so you have to make peace with the fact of if you have a goal, here's the GPA number that I want to hit. Here's the college that I want to get into. Here's the, sports position that I want to play. You have to be willing to be completely obsessed over that for a certain amount of time, not for the rest of your life, not for the next 20, 30 years, but you need to be willing to say, I'm going to set aside 6 months of my life and go all in. And if you can do that, most people will not. Most people get distracted too easily. Most
Yeah.
people give up too quickly. Most people don't have the stamina to do that. And so if you can
Mhm.
just make the commitment that it reminds me of Toby when he went to CJ and he started rapping. So you guys remember Toby? He was our very first, maybe
Yeah.
second guest on the Friday call. And when he started his music career, he literally wrote off the next 5 years of his life. He
Mm.
said, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I am going to commit no matter what the results are, no matter what the numbers are, no matter how much money I make, no matter what, I am going to commit 5 years of my life to this. And
Yeah.
just because of that mentality, it shielded him against some of the failures. It
Yeah.
shielded him against some of the challenging moments because he said, I've already written it off. Like there's no negotiation anymore. There's no compromise anymore. It just for the next 5 years, this is what I'm 100% focused on. And that allowed him to almost ignore some of the adversity that he experienced along the way
So
because he
true.
was already committed to it. He didn't give himself a way out. Most people put escape clauses into the contracts and the agreements that they make with themselves.
Woo.
Most people are willing to sell the dream. They'll
Yeah,
sell
that's
it out.
good.
They'll say, for a certain amount of adversity and opposition, I'm not willing to do this anymore. If you go into it with the mindset of, here's what it's going to be. Here's my minimum commitment. We don't stop until we get to that minimum commitment. For you, it might be 6 months of studying. For you, it might be 6 months of tutoring. For you, it might be, I'm not saying it has to be 5 years. I'm just telling you what Toby did. And you
Yeah.
know where he's at today. He's a superstar now.
Superstar.
That is because, like, you can't tell me that there's nobody else on the planet that is more talented than him. Like, you can't tell me that. And Toby's super talented. But you can't tell me in 8 billion people, there's not one person who's more talented than Toby. You can't
Mm.
tell me that. It just mathematically doesn't make sense. But those other people didn't make the commitment that Toby made. And that's why he's where he's at. And we don't know those other people.
Whew, that's so good. Now I'm about to get into the hunger, but I want to say one thing after what you just said. A lot of people, because I started a job that I have, I think at like 22 or 23, and I was working in a district. So I work with every single school in our district, and I work with all of the nonprofits. And a lot of people were like telling me, like, dang, Jada, like you're doing great for yourself. Like you're doing amazing, this, that, and the third. And literally what made me finally leave that job is when I said, this is what people are saying, but this isn't the dream. And I think so many times it's so easy to get distracted. So many times it's so easy to get affirmed. So many times it's so easy to get complacent and you lose focus of what the dream was. But I literally was like, this is cool. Like, thank you. Like I'm saying, it's always grateful, never settle. Like, thank you, Jesus, you allowed me to experience this, but this isn't a dream. Because honestly, we don't get the vision ourselves. So if you have the vision, go all in for the vision. So yeah, I want to see what y'all gonna do for the homework. The homework is so important. If it's your first time here, you have to do the homework every single day because once you do the homework, you're able to get on the calls Friday and ease on the calls on Friday with a special guest. So can you tell them where to go, B?
etsummerschool.com/classroom. etsummerschool.com/classroom. Go to the bottom of the page, hit the homework. We will give you 5 minutes. We're on a time crunch this morning. 5 minutes on the clock. Complete the homework, and then we'll circle back here before going into our breakouts.
Let's do it. All right, all right, all right. I see people are saying in the chat that they are done. We were on a crunch time today, so you had like 5 minutes to do the homework. B, I see somebody put in the chat, no wonder you're at the bottom. You were given 50%. This, I know y'all were watching the video, but if I could leave with anything today, me and my friend Savon, shout out to Savon, we always say you can let people be more talented than you this week, but never let somebody outwork you this week. So if I could leave you with something this week on this call, don't let anybody outwork you.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to get beat, make sure it's from somebody who is strictly more talented. Like they just got blessed. They're just more talented than you. If it's something that's in your control, that's on you. And you got to take full ownership over that.
All right. Well, it's time to go to your breakout rooms, to go back to the same website with the homework. Tell them again, B, please.
etsummerschool.com/classroom. Join your breakout groups. Your teachers are ready and waiting.
Ready and waiting.
Week.
See y'all later. Happy Monday.